Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is going to be October 2023 reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. We will start off with a sound bowl just to tune into the energy. You can join me if you like. I'm going to take a breath in and exhale. Okay Virgo, let us see what's coming up for you in October. Alright, we're going to get a Wisdom of the Oracle card, and then we're going to do a Celtic cross, okay? And see where you're at. What does a Virgo need to know, please? Thank you. 2 cards here. Go the distance and here and now. Okay, so this is telling me, Virgo, that you are absolutely ready to forge ahead. And the forging of the head is the here and now energy. You've got this lovely egg between the past and the future. So you are going forward, but in order to go forward, you have to stay within the present moment. Okay, so it's about making the decisions, acting now. Okay, because if you remain in that present without worry too much about expectations for the future, too much reflection on the past, that is where the momentum is forging you forward. Okay, so remaining in the present moment is definitely the right path for you. Okay, let us go and just dig in. I'm using the Fountain Tarot. Okay. So we'll do a Celtic cross for you, beautiful Virgo. Okay, we have the Lover's card in the center of the reading. Queen of Coins, which is Queen of Pentacles crossing you. The area that you know is the Emperor. Beneath the surface, King of Coins. Wow, in the immediate past you have the 7 of Swords, immediate future, Page of Wands. Your attitude is the Ace of Coins. Yes, yes, yes. Environment, the 4 of Swords. Hopes and fears, we have the Star. And the outcome is the 8 of Coins. So for some of you who are looking for love, we do have this court couple, the King and Queen of Coins, available for you. It's like you're bringing this in. Now, it doesn't matter what gender you associate yourself with. It's like you're trying to find ways within yourself to, it feels like, find a bit more balanced in the home front, perhaps even bring work into the home and work from home. But it feels to me like part of you is intuitively knowing that if you're looking for love, that you're bringing in the right sort of energy that is suited better for you. I mean, I know the Pentacles is Earth, which is obviously your sign. But it feels like there's a deep sort of knowing of kind of contentment. It's almost as if like, if you're looking for love, you know it's coming in. You can sort of feel the energy, all right? What you're just trying to do at the moment, which may be a bit of a challenge, is sort of set yourself up to be in a position to receive love. And so maybe that might mean kind of closing off different cycles, old relationships, old kind of negative energy, so you're kind of paving a clean slate, okay? As this relates to kind of finances and work, because obviously it is coins, we're talking about finances or material objects. There's a deep sort of inner knowing that's coming on in. It feels like really settled. You kind of know, like you know that the things that you're working on right now will bear fruit later down the line. Okay. For the King of Coins to be in that energy, it is you're tapping into your higher wisdom, but of that which relates to the material world. Okay, there is logic in it in a way that makes you feel quite comfortable. So I like that in your kind of your intuitive energy. So it's a current of energy that you know is sort of coming in, which is beautiful. Okay, now central of the reading you have the Lover's card. So we do have a choice that needs to take place. Okay, Lovers obviously can refer to love and passion, particularly if you're looking for love. But really, this question really has everything to do with your drive forward in the things that you do on a, sort of like a day-to-day basis. So that can be work, career, or projects that you're working on, and how that spills into your emotional body. Okay, now it could be for some of you, because I am kind of getting this. If you have been in a relationship that you've tried to kind of um, for some of you, it feels like you've been in a bit of a tricky situation. So if we talk about matters of the heart, tricky situation recently where you are, you've arrived at that juncture, that crossroads of like, I don't know if I can take any more of this. I don't know if this is for my highest good. Because in the recent past, we had the Seven of Swords energy. The Seven of Swords can talk about a type of deceitful energy, a type of kind of one person taking more than the other. Okay, and it could have involved some sort of intellectual manipulation. Okay, so then having experienced that, now I'm glad it's in the past position, right? But obviously there is some healing that needs to take place, which I'm seeing in 2 cards coming up for you anyway. So when we think about matters of the heart, if you've been in a relationship whereby it was just a little bit shady or a little bit kind of manipulative, the place that you are at the moment with that Lover's card and challenged by the Queen of Coins in the month of October basically asks you to make that big decision. Do you take this forward or do you go back? Okay, do you continue this situation? Now it feels like for there may be someone else on the horizon for you, so I would be very careful about what you choose, because I think the most important in your focus really right now is how do I create momentum and kind of a sense of settledness within my home front. When we think about homes, they're our refuge, our the place where we feel safe, okay, and content and relaxed and at peace. Okay, so I feel like these are the things that are coming up, bubbling up to the surface in October, and you've been called to make that choice. Okay, what makes you bring peace to your home environment? Now, forefront in your mind is the Emperor card, and the Emperor card is a beautiful card if you are embracing this energy. Well, it's a masculine divine energy whereby you take action in the world, you plan ahead, you delegate, you pull in the people and the expertise you want to create something. You have a goal, okay, you have a big goal, and I'm feeling more kind of work related here. I feel like you're just trying to decide how do you do this where you can do more of it sort of from home, or where you can feel more settled in the home front. For it to turn up is extremely positive. It is a major arcana. All right, now it could also, if we're talking about matters of the heart, it could also be talking about this partner. Now, male, female, doesn't matter. We all have different energies. But again, that could also be at the forefront of your mind. This Emperor energy, if you were more of a kind of receiving person, more of a kind of a feminine energy, then this masculine divine energy is kind of like in your head. And it's almost, it's not so much a bad thing, even if you have been in a previous situation recently whereby, you know, you realize that someone was perhaps a little bit shady, not quite clear cut with their words, or a bit manipulative. It's almost like as if the energy spills onto you a bit, but in a better light. You're understanding how people plan things. You know, they got things set up, they've got the plan, they've got their backup plan, and they've got their backup plan. You know, they're sort of covering all options. And even if that was used for not so much of a nice intention, it feels like you are embracing that energy in the positive light of, okay, well, let me plan ahead, let me take some of that energy, right, but apply it in a way that's going to be fruitful for me. Now, the immediate future, you've got the Page of Wands. So this is definitely some excellent news coming in, which is really exciting. It does feel work related. If you are dealing with a child who is being perhaps a bit poorly, or where you didn't really know where you fit with that, this is positive news. This is uplifting news. All right. Don't worry, we will clarify. Now, in your attitude, your focus, being in the Emperor energy of your focus is all about, I want a new beginning, I want a new beginning. Ace of Pentacles tells me that that's what you're focused on. We've got a lot of pentacle focus over here, meaning that you're talking about your sense of security, your sense of finance, your sense of wealth, your home front, okay? You are pushing yourself out in the world because you're forging ahead, you're going the distance, right? This month of October, to bring in that Ace of Pentacles. Aces are new beginnings. Now, for it to be a pentacle, it is a slow energy, but it has gravity, meaning it can go the distance. So, if you're working yourself very hard as the Emperor to bring in everything that can create a new, it's that new clean slate for you, to a good strong platform to move ahead. This is fantastic energy, and you're pulling it in, which is excellent. So that's your attitude. You are seeing the opportunity in things. You are seeing new beginnings, which is excellent, because you are, it feels like this Seven of Swords kind of energy. You kind of you're discarding it and you're moving on. Now, in your environmental factors, we've got the Four of Swords. So this absolutely tells me, this is kind of how other people see you, but I'm feeling more environment. You are in a place of healing with the Four of Swords, okay? Now, when we go through major disappointments in our lives, where things kind of, we think something's going in one direction and then something's revealed to us and we're like, ah, okay, now I have to make a choice, which is where you're at. When you're being pushed to make a choice, it means that the old is no longer there, okay? It's gone. And there is a kind of a grieving process that needs to take place. I feel like the month of October, you're gonna be extremely busy, because on one hand, your focus is, what can I do to bring in my sense of security? What can I do to bring about a state of peace within my home front? But then, so there's a lot of doing and a lot of work that's taking place and being pushed to make decisions. But equally, you need time to heal. Okay. Now we do have the Star card here for you in your hopes, which is a Star card is all about wish fulfillment. It's all about faith and hope for the future. This is kind of talks about healing at a much deeper level, being able to really, it's like being able to absorb the energy of the hurt and the pain and the disappointment, okay? Absorb it so that you can purge it, right? And then you can move on from there. It will just take long if you just try and stump it out or suppress it. Then it's going to kind of linger, and you may receive patterns in the future about of a similar situation. Okay, so it's best to take the time out where you can. Now, because you're going to be super busy, and I know that because the outcome is the Eight of Coins, so that's like working hard to the night. It is, you know, mastering your craft. But it is an Eight of Pentacles, another Pentacles, right? And 8 in numerology talk about manifestation. So I really feel like by the end of the month, you're going to see the results. You're going to see the fruits of your labor, okay? But you may be pushed to do just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. That's why it's so important that you, if you can, considering you're on the Emperor, which is kind of delegating and planning and structuring yourself for the month, plan in some downtime. You'll need it. It will help you move forward, okay? Particularly as well, this Page of Wands, everything that you've been involved with the Emperor, and by pulling in those network of people who can assist you, you're going to get that positive news with that Page of Wands, okay? Which may bring in more work, you know, for you to do by the end of the month. So a lot of pentacle heavy focus here with the Eight of Coins, Ace of Coins, King of Coins, Queen of Coins. What you're actually doing is you're setting yourself for a divine union, okay? Now, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be business related, because that King of Coins is at the intuitive level, and it is a court card, so it could really relate to a person. But this is extremely strong. This is really solid energy. I see you've moved past a very difficult position, okay? You still have that decision that you need to make, Okay, for some of you it could be choosing between business or love. Okay, so for example, if there's a business opportunity abroad, then maybe you have to say goodbye to a relationship or have a long distance relationship. That's only for a small percentage of you, but you definitely have a decision that needs to take place. So we're going to clarify these cards. I think ultimately, I think the thing that I'm getting with this here and now oracle card that we got in the beginning is the sense I'm getting is, sorry, there is a reflection on that, but there's not much I can do about that. The feeling I'm getting is like, base your decisions not on what you want for the future, base them on right now. So if you're at home and you're like, oh God, I have to make this decision, figure out what it is you're feeling. Figure out what it is, how am I right now? So instead of kind of going, all right, take the example of a previous relationship that was a little bit shady. You could be feeling pretty rotten in the here and now, okay? But instead of kind of going, well, maybe in the future I will feel like this if I do this, this, and this, X, Y, and Z. I would say base whatever decision, big decision you have to make, because you do have to make a decision, okay? Base your choice on how you're feeling right now, okay? Because we can't live in the future. We can plan to a certain degree, but we're never going to know exactly how we feel in the future, okay? Equally, don't settle too much with looking at the past, because that equally will not happen, will not help your situation. In order for you to go the distance, either with new love or this new opportunity that's coming on in, this brand new beginning, you're finishing something off so you can pave the way for something new to come in, which is going to be a lot more lucrative. Right now, all your decisions have to be here and now, okay? Now, I'm not saying don't think something through and do your risk assessments. No, I'm just saying base it on what you're feeling right this moment, because now is all we ever really have. Because I also feel with that go the distance card, that is the thing that's going to really set you up to go much further. Okay, so let's go and clarify a couple of these. Shall I clarify them all? Okay, the strength card is plopped up for you. So it could, again, this just makes me feel a bit tired. You're having to do some healing work as well as work yourself to the ground. We got the strength with the devil, so that could have been that energy that you were having, that toxic energy that you were having to deal with. Okay, now it doesn't always have to be in love. It could have been in a situation at work whereby someone was, stealing your ideas, taking the credit for your work, stealing a client, that kind of energy. All right. And so it's a question of, do you continue working there? Do you say something? Do you confront it? All of that sort of stuff. Decide in the here and now what you want. So I'm going to clarify these in the same order by cutting the deck. Okay. Under the lovers we have the waiting, right? 3 of Wands. Under the Queen of Coins we've got the World. Under the Emperor we've got the Emperor. And the King of Coins we've got the 6 of Cups. Under the 7 of Swords we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Page of Wands we have the Wheel of Fortune. Ace of Coins we have the Devil. The 4 of Swords we have the 7 of Pentacles. The Star we have the King of Wands. And the 8 of Coins we have the Queen of Swords. Okay. A lot of stuff going on over here. Number one, the strongest thing I'm getting is you really needing to step up and become your own leader. This is like that typical saying as well about being the lead actor in your own film, right? It's you are really stepping up this month, particularly with the double Emperor energy here at the forefront of your mind. Yes, it could be that person that you're thinking about, but you are absolutely embracing this energy, and it is beautiful. Okay, so this choice that you needed to make, it feels like you may be waiting to do it, maybe kind of waiting to see what happens, and this is why these other cards have turned up saying, no, it's a here and now, it's a here and now, okay? The choice needs to be made, the sooner the better. This 7 of Swords, that kind of sticky kind of energy that you've recently been dealing with, it was a long time coming. It was happening over a period of time, and it was slow and steady, okay? That's why perhaps you didn't see it so clearly, because it was a very slow shift of energy that was taking more from you than you were than you were receiving. Okay, could also be someone who was slightly younger than you. Now, with the Queen of Coins, this challenge about how you embrace a sense of settlement and peace in the home front, okay, where you feel like you're just in charge. We've got clarified by the world. So even though it's coming up as a challenge, this tells me that that major challenge is coming to an end, okay? So for some of you, I know this sounds weird, and this is not going to resonate for everyone, but for some of you, you kicked somebody out, okay? And because there was no peace at home, that's a thing that's now coming to an end. You're going to be celebrating that. And yes, it was a challenge. It's a challenge to adapt and adjust and sort of stand in your power, but absolutely the right thing. Obviously, that's not going to resonate with everyone. Mostly the energy on a very general level is that kind of challenge you felt in the home front, where you felt there wasn't much peace, you didn't feel that settled. That is now coming to an end. You're closing the book on something there. Okay. The King of Coins, this energy that you're feeling, it's there's two things going on. If you are bringing in someone who is going to help you within your work situation, this King of Coins, which is a kind of boss energy, it could be someone from the past. Okay, it could also have this energy attached of if it was romantic, that it could be someone that you've known from the past that's coming back on in, or you keep thinking about someone, like you're like, oh, I wonder what it was like. I remember when we had this situation and we didn't take it further, and I wonder what this person is doing right now. You know, it might just be kind of slipping in. But ultimately what I'm feeling is the that energy that you are embracing, which is of course your energy, you and your power. It has this lovely nostalgic energy attached, in terms of you're starting to get little, it's like waves of energy, it's the best way to put it, waves of energy where you feel a bit more like, oh yeah, this is where I feel balanced, oh yeah, this is where I feel good and settled and I know what I'm doing. So it does have a nostalgic quality, because you kind of went off course a wee bit. We never go off course completely, because it's all, you know, divine timing and our choices, blah blah blah. But it has a really nice, it's got a strength attached to it, a solid solidarity, even kind of energy attached to it. So I really like that, and you're bringing it in. The Ace of Coins with the Devil, don't be disheartened by the devil energy. The devil can be a really nice energy when we really are applying ourselves, okay? Devil energy talks about extremes of energy, so often it can talk about being a bit of a workaholic, okay? Being a little bit obsessed with an idea, this new beginning. And we all have to go through that energy at all cycles in our life, okay? So it's, you can plow into your future, but it always takes a wee while before you reach that, excuse me, precipice where you recognize, okay, I need to give myself a break. And this is perhaps why the healing cards and the take time out cards have also come up, all right? So I would say don't worry too much about it, but I would also be very careful about any new opportunities that you take if they have some sort of conditions attached that may keep you bound, okay? So just have an awareness of that, okay, and discern within yourself. Page of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune is beautiful. This is your immediate future, okay? So this is going to be coming up within the month of October. Wheel of Fortune says this good news that's coming on in is now perfect divine timing, okay? The timing is right now. It is turning in your favor. It is a fortunate message that's coming through. Really feels work-related, really feels kind of exciting and almost childlike, you know? And I feel like you're going to be really excited. But again, sometimes when we get excited, we overwork and then we collapse and then we need a break. So again, just try and manage your energy as well. Four of Swords, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So it is that case of healing over situations. I feel like in the month of October, you're going to have some moments to yourself where you're thinking, like, I put so much into that energy. I put so much love, sweat, tears, money, concern, worry, energy essentially is what it is, right? I poured so much into that situation, and you know what, I don't think it was worth it. And when you come to that understanding, that is when you need to kind of go, oh, okay, let me just process that. And in your processing, take some time heal the self, and kind of go, it's okay, because it is setting you up for something better. The star with the King of Wands basically says there is hope for you. You are hoping to achieve something where you can have more of a leadership role within work, but I feel like be a leader of your own life, you know, really take charge. And because it's even showing up, it is really, it's kind of a good omen, right? The King of Wands is like operating, he knows how to get things done. So he nurtures something into existing. He pulls from the ether and makes it happen. Okay, so you're pulling the energy and you're applying it, because we've got King of Wands with the Emperor twice. We're talking about really strong fire energy, right? Fire is also yellow, which is that solar plexus, that momentum, that drive, which is aspected with the Emperor card. Now, the outcome is the Eight of Coins with the Queen of Swords. To be honest, I think you're going to be so busy this month that by the end of the month, you are not really kind of that concerned about what other people think. Okay? Queen of Swords, when... how can I explain this energy? So, when a person is so busy and they're getting things done, they're making a lot of progress, they're being very productive, they've got their focus on, they're working really hard. This kind of devil energy with this Eight of Coins is like really kind of super heightenedly focused, right? When a person tries to speak to a person who is extremely not indulged, engrossed in a project or a particular focus, they don't have time for chit chat. They don't have time for talking about petty things, or they don't have the energy to be dealing with drama of people around them. And so I feel like by the end of, and what I really like about that is because when you don't have time for that, because you're so close, you're working, you're plowing your fields, right? Then you don't really you cut it off pretty quick. Okay, you just don't have time for it. So I really quite like that energy, because it means that your focus is really kind of streamlined. And with the Queen of Swords, she speaks the truth and authentically. So it could have been, you may notice differences within yourself that by the end of the month, whereas normally if someone came to you with their problems, you would, maybe pour a glass of wine, maybe have all evening, discuss into detail, analyze it, feel for the person, all the rest of it. By the end of this month, you're going to like, I'll send you a text message, okay, but I'm busy. And it's not so bad. It's just that in a way that's showing a certain boundary to other people, that now I'm available for you, and now I've got to focus on this. Okay, so I feel like by the end of the month, not only are you working hard, not only are you achieving things and seeing the results of your effort, right? Definitely, obviously, some good news, but you really are kind of implementing boundaries. But it's not like you are agonizing over it. It's not like you're like, thinking, I must put a boundary down to protect my work and protect myself, my energy. No, you've done that already. So by the end of the month, it just happens automatically. So I really like that. And it's good. It's good to assert some boundaries, because otherwise people just take too much. And you see, that's already happened for you. So this is a really powerful month for you, Virgo. You are really stepping into your power, and things are kind of coming together, which is beautiful. So I'm going to end this reading off with the Moonology card. It's nice. I'm back in the UK now, so I've got all my old decks with me, which I've missed. Okay, what does Virgo need to know, please, for October for their highest good? We'll do all of them. The upright, the thing that you know, which is very much the star energy here. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. So Spirit is really trying to encourage you to think, be bold, think big, okay? Because the energy is absolutely supporting you. They're helping you. There is fertility and blossoming at play. We've got... oh, bless, you are working hard. I've got two bees, which are worker bees, right? That for me symbolizes, whenever I say bee, like, work, you got to pick up the pace. There's lots of work to be done. You've got to be a busy bee. And there's also a butterfly there which shows a transformation. And of course we've got the blossoming of that flower. Okay, so things are going to bear fruit. Things are going to blossom. I really hope you can see that bee and those two bees and that butterfly. So have faith in your dreams. Because you're absolutely making stuff happen this month. We've got these 3 other cards that are face down, so there's just smaller energies here. We've got surrender to the divine, which is beautiful. We have your hard work is paying off. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And don't let pride get in your way. Okay, so just a final, I think with the have faith in your dreams and surrender to the divine, again saying the same things. Keep going, Virgo, keep going. Your hard work is paying off. Absolutely. By the end of the month, you're going to see definite progress. And the only little sideline thing is often when we work so hard on something, we can become quite attached to the ownership of it. Okay, so Spirit's just giving a little kind of messages saying, okay, just be careful about that. Don't take it too seriously. You've got to enjoy it. Stay light within it. All right, so I hope that helped you, Virgo. I wish you all the best for a promising month, I should say rather. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. It really helps my channel to grow. And if you're interested in a personal reading, check out my website, loveitallmore.com. Information is in the description box below. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.